Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here, playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards. Ranked mode. Currently, my Eldari are pretty low in ranked. I haven't played them for a couple seasons, but I do want to bring them back up. And there have been a few key changes to cards. I've modified a few decks, and the two that I want to show you in this video are, first of all, with the strongest Eldari Warlord, Lilith Hesperax, who has the ability to reuse traits by redeploying cards after they kill enemy units. So I've made one significant change to this deck, and it's not the strongest possible build, but I think just for getting through the lower levels of ranked, I think it will work very efficiently. So we've got the Crimson Hunter, which is one of the best ones with its dual traits, a massive precision shot. Of course, this one did get nerfed this season. It has 15 less attack, but it's still plenty strong, and definitely a must-have for Lilith. We've also got Malgan Ra, who I have at level 8, another massive precision shot. And now we also have the Fire Prism. This is the big change to the deck. So this previously had Barrage, and I think a lot of players were a little bit disgruntled when they changed Barrage to Precision Shot. But that does make it combo now with Lilith. So we've got 3 huge cards with a Precision Shot. We've also got the Warwalker, which got buffed significantly this season, so it's quite a bit better. Scout also combos really well with Lilith. We've got the Spirit Seer for some healing, and then just the 3-point Razor Wings with Taunt. So a whole lot of firepower. Should be able to get through matches very quickly with this. But before we get into the match, I want to just show another deck that I've altered a little bit, and that is with Drukhari, who has the ability to increase the health of all the cards in your deck every time anything is destroyed. I guess one issue with him is that he can't buff the attack of your unit, so you have to include bodyguards that have the ability to punch pretty hard themselves. So I made a few alterations using a lot of Drukhari in this deck, but we've got some pretty cost-effective cards as well. Like, I used to use the Grotesque, which on paper I think seems a lot better, but they buffed the Clawed Fiend by so much. This thing has a huge amount of health, and with Berserk, the thing can survive for a long time and end up hitting very hard, going predominantly melee with this build. We've also got Drazhar, who was buffed significantly, so he can hit quite hard. I got his secondary Furious Charge unlocked as well. Just for some more damage buffs, we've got the Archon with Inspiring Presence, and the Incarn is the huge damage dealer. Also has Endless, which combos with Drukhari, so that thing should do a lot of damage. We also have the Spirit Seer for some extra healing, and we've got this as the second Psyker, so you do have the option to go Psychic for a turn or two. The Reaver was also buffed, I think, at some point, so it actually deals a decent amount of damage, and Outflank is always useful. Razor Wings are quite useful, only 3 points, but even if you deploy them a little bit later, they can end up having a lot more health and can absorb a lot more damage. And then finally, we've just got the Witch with the leftover 4 points. It's not a great card, so you do want to deploy it a little earlier, I think. And Drukhari himself got anti-infantry. I forgot to mention that also Lilith herself also got anti-infantry, which I think was a nerf for her because she previously had Outflank, which would have been more useful as you could reuse it if she kills something. Drukhari, yeah, it's not going to be very impactful, but at least he still has Medicae as his primary trait. So, anyway, let's go back to Lilith, first of all, and let's see this deck in action, and then if we have time, we'll check out the Drukhari as well. Alright, we're up against the Tyranids facing Gosar. Again, very low in ranked right now, so this should be a very easy match. I have been seeing a lot more Tyranids, though, I feel like. Probably thanks to the buffs they've been getting recently, so that is very nice to see. Got Old One Eye. Used to never see him in ranked. Very difficult card to kill, for sure. So we're just going to drop our big damage dealers. We do want to be careful not to kill something outright with the precision shot, though. Now, this might actually be a little difficult, though, because they're dropping some really big stuff, and these are actually quite high levels as well. So we've got, yeah, Carnifex and Old One Eye. We do have the first turn, so I mean, we could drop the Fire Prism, but I'm thinking maybe we should just deploy the Razor Wings instead, and try to Oh, well, yeah, that was actually a good call, I think, because if we had dropped the Fire Prism there, then it would have gone back to the hand before being able to get its primary attack off. So we'll start off with a big old series of ranged attacks. Not enough to kill anything, but the Razor Wings should definitely go down next turn. Malgan Ra is going to take some damage here, I think, from the melee. And he is very much a glass cannon. He doesn't have a whole lot of health. So I think we can shift our guys over. Oh, and this is going to be excellent. We're going to drop the Warwalker over here. A bit of an overkill, but we get to reuse the scout, so it doesn't matter too much. And we'll just be able to kill everything on the field. And everything will redeploy, giving us a lot more freedom to where to position our units to counter their next deployment. Alright. Looking pretty good so far. We're going to drop... let's go ahead and drop the Crimson Hunter again. Still amazingly powerful, even after the debuff. In fact, it does enough damage, it could probably kill this thing before it even gets the healing off. We'll go with Malgan Ra, I think. And it is their turn, actually. I forgot. That's a lot of damage that they could be dealing. Does he have enough? Not quite enough to kill Malgan Ra. Let's go with the Fire Prism, I think. And, oh, he survives. Okay, well, they do get the healing off then. Alright, they have been debuffed by the outflank, though, so they're not actually able to kill anything. Of course, we don't really have the damage output to kill these big guys. They have a huge amount of health. But the Crimson Hunter will redeploy, and we'll see what we can bring out next. And let's see, we can bring out the Crimson Hunter for a third time. And yeah, I think that makes the most sense, honestly, with the outflank as well. So you can see here just an incredibly strong card. So their Gosar actually has the secondary trait unlocked, so they get a little outflank as well. They are going to take down Malgan Ra, deal some damage to the... Oh, they're going to kill the Fire Prism too. With the Inspiring Presence from Gosar, that's a lot of damage right there. But you can see we do have another Scout, and then we've got the healing as well. Yeah, Lilith here with the anti-infantry. Is Gosar infantry? No, he's bulky. So yeah, Lilith would not even get bonus damage against him. Just a very situational trait that's not very good, I'm afraid. But yeah, pretty easy win here, I think. They did kill some of my key pieces, though. I think overall, yeah, the Fire Prism isn't really all that cost-effective. But again, for these earlier matches in Ranked, it will help you get through those matches very quickly. Alright, so let's switch gears here and go for the more defensive Rakarth and see how this deck functions. And it looks like it's going to be Drukhari versus Eldari. Melee versus ranged. I really like this matchup already. And yeah, these are high-level cards. Maybe even higher level than me, so... let's go ahead and we're going to drop the Clawed Fiend first. We'll see what this thing can do. Okay, Sonic Blast. That'll be pretty good. I guess we can drop the Incarn. That'll discourage them from going Psychic. But we'll see. Okay, Wraith Lord. That one is, that's pretty big right there. Okay, so I think we're going to hit them with an Outflank as well, to just cancel out their first Outflank. And then we're probably just going to go melee. I think I do want this thing, the Reaver, to go down so that we can bring out something better. Yeah, they've got all three attack types on their side, though. Got the Wraith Lord there with a really big melee attack, so that's going to be dealing some serious damage. Alright, the Clawed Fiend will take out the Scourge, barely. So, already we're starting to get some health buffs there. And we should be able to take down the Wraith Fighter on the next turn. Okay, looking pretty good so far. I think we're going to go with... I think this would be a good time, actually, to bring out the Razor Wings. Yeah, and that will actually protect us from the next... actually, no, it's going to go down to the ranged attacks for sure here. But it will block, I think, all three of them, which is really good. some more health there. And let's go with, I mean, we could use the Witch. Actually, yeah, this is a good idea. We'll use the Witch to basically cancel out the regeneration on the Wraith Lord. Because we do not want that thing healing throughout the battle, and it already has a massive amount of health. Okay, Wraith Fighter goes down, and the Witch should die on the next turn. So far everything is going very smoothly. They're bringing out the Jet Fighter, which has anti-infantry. It's not going to really do anything here, but oh, the Barrage is going to take down the Witch, which means the Clawed Fiend is taking a lot of damage here. And the Incarn as well, taking some damage. We could go for some Psychic here, I think, and I believe that is what we want to do. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll go over like this. Actually, dropping infantry across from the anti-infantry card, not the smartest thing, but it's fine because I kind of want that thing to die anyway. It has 170 health though, so you can see we've already gotten a lot of health buffs. So everything we deploy, like from this moment on, is gonna have a lot of health. Okay, I think we can switch to the melee here now. Yeah, and that'll be enough to take down the dude on the left. Forgot his name. The Wraith Lord goes down, and Jet Fighter still has a lot of health. That thing, I think that thing actually got buffed as well. We're bringing out a Wraith Guard, which with the precision shot takes down our healer. So they're going to be hitting us really hard here. Wow, that Jet Fighter does a lot of damage. And I guess, yeah, of course, they've been getting the ranged buffs this entire time. And we've been dropping a lot of bodyguards, so yeah, it's a lot of damage that they are doing now. So let's finally bring out the Archon, which now has 290 health. We did get debuffed because of the outflank, so we won't be dealing quite so much damage here, but I think we are in pretty good shape. 46 from the Furious Charge there. Drazhar with the Inspiring Presence deals 115 damage. Unfortunately, no big game for him. But yeah, pretty good damage output here, as you can see. So we'll be able to knock out 2 more of their bodyguards. Never mind! Really? One health left on the Razorwing. Wow, and guess what? Old Drazhar is also infantry, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage from this this Jet Fighter. In fact, it actually kills it! Unbelievable! Wow, I was not expecting that. That was an unfortunate turn of events for the Drukhari there. Actually, coming down to the wire, we're bringing out our Warlord. And, let's see. Yeah, I think we're still safe going melee here. Fortunately, the Archon is still doing fine, but yeah, that was a little scary there. Again, Rakarth has anti-infantry, but the Autarch, because it's a flyer, is not infantry. So no extra damage to that. And yeah, that was a little bit scary there at the end. And I'm going to have to take another look at that Razorwing Jet Fighter, because that thing actually did a lot of damage in this match. But pretty fun game there. I think Rakarth is still pretty decent. And I gotta say, I really do enjoy playing as these Warlords. I haven't played as them in quite some time in Ranked, but thanks to just switching up some of the bodyguards with the things that have been buffed or altered recently, it really does give these decks like a kind of a fresh feel. So let me know what you think of these Warlords and these cards, and if there are any other good options you think that would combo with either Rakarth or Lilith. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.